Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. Happy Saturday. My name's Tracy, and I am here, as always, with my husband, Noel. He is running our cameras and doing our graphics. Hello, Aaron. Good morning. Y'all, this is going to be a great weekend. I'm just saying. Let's just start this weekend off the right way. Some kind of Southern. Hello. Welcome in. Today we are doing the warm embrace. This is probably one of my favorite aesthetics to do on Whatnot, because this is how I decorate my house. So I have a lot of the natural colors, a lot of the woods. Good morning, Swamp Chick. Hello, Ranch Hand Finds and Lisa. So I love selling it because I love to decorate with it. We've got a lot of stuff. The way we do our shows, in case you're new to Zoe's Treasures, is everything starts at $1. So all auction items will start at $1, unless, of course, there are pre-bids. Shipping is $4.50. So that means pretty much you buy one item, then shipping should be free after that. I'll cover it after you pay that first $4.50. Thank you for sharing the show. I appreciate that. And then that's it. There's a few things in the bin. We have about 60 auction items. I'm going to start with, I do run an order. So it's not that I don't take requests. If there's anything in the bin you need to see closer, let me know. I'm always happy to go grab bin things to show you closer. But the auction items, I do run an order. And I focus on pre-bids. So I'll start with the first item, and we'll switch right over to pre-bids, and then I just run an order on pre-bids until we get through those, and then we go back to the list. So that's how we're going to do it this morning, and let's get going. We do run somewhat fast. I'm going to show you each item, tell you about the call-outs, and from there, we'll just keep on going. So let me get back over here. I do not know why my list is looking funky. There we go. We're going to go ahead and start with our very first item this morning, which is starting off with a pretty basic kind of common item here, but it is a pitcher. It is white. This one is not ironstone. It has no maker's mark on it, but I love it because of its simplicity, and it will fit in anywhere. It will go with any decor. Let's show you up close. I have tried to put measurements, if I know them, in all the descriptions in case those are important to you. And if I don't see a measurement, I will measure it for you and let you guys know. So here we go. Those lights are a little bright. I don't know if you can fix those lights for me. Nice, simplistic pitcher. You can actually use it as a pitcher, or you can put some florals in there, put your utensils in it. And why is my list going funky on me? Hold on, you guys. My list is just Whatnot is whatnotting this morning. Drip, yes, yeah, you can see that the little drip on the glaze around there. How neat is that? Kind of makes it a little more just unique, you know? We do 10 seconds, 3-second restart, and that's running right now. Very versatile. That's what I love about this design aesthetic, is that you can really mix and match, and it just really fits in anywhere. Ranch Hand Finds, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh. My husband's got our labeling system going here. I got to remember to grab those. I have to tell him to get labels that are a little bit easier for me to peel off. All right, let's switch on over. We're going to go to our pre-bids, and we're going to work down our pre-bid list. Good morning, Lori. Y'all, I do not know what is up with Whatnot. My auction list keeps like jumping all over the place and getting super like funky. I have no idea why. And it is just jumping out of order. So I'm going to work through the pre-bid list in whatever order that it shows me. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with this vintage duck plate. Let me make sure I am grabbing the right one here. We've got a few duck things today. We have quite a few duck things today.
Thank you, Josie. Good morning, Delivered Tree.
He is pretty supportive. I got to give him credit. So I got a funny story I'll tell you guys later. If you're in my show last night, you already heard it. But we went to the antique store yesterday. Funny story about my husband. Let's go ahead and take a look at this duck plate, though. Look at how cute that is. This is a little bit smaller one. It is 8 inches in diameter. We're going to turn it around, show you from the top. There you go. Let's see if I can, there. Absolutely adorable. I love the little, it's not quite of a scalloped edge, but a little decor edge around the outside. You have a wire hanger if you do want to hang that up on your wall. That could easily be taken off if you just want to put it in a plate stand. And that's running right now. Thank you so much for your bids. And D-Boss 8609, thank you so much. I think that may be a first purchase
On
too.
its way to
I
you.
don't recognize the name. I apologize if I should. Let me get my computer up here so that I can actually know for 100% when we have some first purchases here.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Wow, this is slow. I do not know what's going on with my iPad. All right, well, I may not be able to see first purchases today. We'll get there. All right, let's do this next one. We have another duck plate here. This one's really neat. This reminds me of one that maybe somebody made. So this is more of an artistic piece. Let's see if I can, hold on here. I really want to be able to see my first purchases. Let's see if it's not working. It's not connecting. Oh, there we go. All right, now I can see.
User error.
It's all totally my error. I can't work my own remote. It was your first. Well, thank you and welcome to Zoe's Treasures. Y'all, we do ducks in the chat for first purchases, so we'll get there.
I know, right, Lori? Good morning.
It's it's early, you guys. It's early. We have this one. I like it because it really does look like an art piece that somebody created. There is no hanger on this one. You would have to add your own hanger. Let's take a look at it from the top. This one is 8.5, if I turn it around the right way, 8.5 inches in diameter. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. And that is running right now. I don't see a signature. I was hoping to find one on here. But whoever did it did a great job on this one.
Lori, I don't think she thinks she does.
Shalom. Thank you. And Sabrina, we are running in order. So if there's a pre-bid on it, I'm focusing on pre-bids. We'll get to it really quickly. You guys, I'm usually on for like an hour and a half. So if you have to wait a little bit, I can guarantee you it's not going to be hours. We're going to get to it really quickly. All right, this next item here. Who has a shalom? You have the pre-bid. Thank you. This is probably my favorite thing. This box holds the best surprise ever. Let me show you this. I kind of like did a little happy dance in the antique store when I found this because this is so stinking cool. Okay, first of all, wood box, classic, right? You've got the wooden duck up on top. How cool is that? But there's a surprise in here. So it hinges open, and let me show you what's inside of this. Honey, I've got to move it to have space. Why are you yelling at me? He's like, don't move the box. There we go. Let me show you. There are 2 amber decanters, glass decanters inside of here, and 4 shot glasses. It is a bar box, so you get 4 shot glasses. And let me hold up the other one. 2 amber decanters inside of this box. Now, you could take those out, use them separately, use the box for something else. But this is a full set. This is so neat. We're going to go ahead and get that going. And that's running right now. The duck is attached. It's glued on there. And I bought it just like this. How neat for like your bar cart, man cave, even just sitting in your kitchen. I think it's pretty cool. Let me open it so you can see that inside. There you go. Ava with the first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Let me get our labels. All right, let's move on to our next one. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, that is my husband. We run off of 6 or 7 cameras. That's been his passion for years. He used to work in that field. So definitely it is not necessary to have a successful, hello, Bee and Fox Cottage. Definitely not successful to have a what? All you need for a What Not Show is a camera, is a phone. My husband's a little extra, but I love him for it. All right, slide glass. I had a piece similar to this. It wasn't this exact one, but the coloring was similar in my last show, and it is so, so pretty. So you have these oranges and the whites. Let's show you up close because you also have flowers on this, which is really neat. I would think this would look great. Thank you, hon. I think this would look great for like air plants or even just using it as a trinket dish. But look, you have the florals. And what I love about slide glass is no 2 pieces are the same. You can have more of that orange over here. You can have less of it if you like. And this one is in great shape. And that's running right now. Oh, my husband is telling me that it glows too. Let's see. No, I'm not seeing the glow. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Double Tray, congratulations. And that's a first purchase for you. Thank you.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Let's move on to our next glass piece. This is a Westmoreland. Thank you so much. And this one is definitely gorgeous and signed by the artist. I love the color on this one. It is that just that really pretty kind of like that creamy tan color. So beautiful. Let's take a look here. There you go. Look at the artistic, I mean, like what somebody did. This is all hand painted on there. I'll show you the signature. Let's take a look at the top because you have all the pretty florals going all around the top. No chips or cracks. This one's in great shape. And then you have the artist signature. Let's see. It's right here. That's old sticker stuff. There's the artist signature if you are interested. And I think that date says 78 on it. So it's dated 1978. This thing is almost 50 years old and in perfect condition. That's running right now. Thank you for your bids. I'm over here trying to sneak coffee. Shalom. Thank you. Thank you. What number cup of coffee are you guys on? I am still on number 1. All right, let's take a look at this 3. My goodness. I wish I was at 3. I didn't get up in enough time to be at 3 yet. Trying to get some of your first. Oh, I know that feeling. Okay, so we have, this is...
Lori, she gave me coffee on the mugs that you sent us. I like them.
Yes, we bought mugs. If you guys don't know, Lori can shop. I just saw her name. It just ran up really fast there. She sells Rae Dunn, gorgeous stuff. And I'm not a huge like Rae Dunn fan. Like I don't have a lot of it in my house. I actually have some Rae Dunn item today coming up soon. But we did buy some cups in a canister from her. Love them. They are like the perfect coffee cup size. All right, you guys. So, I think that I put Salt Dish in there. They are the perfect size. I put Salt Dish in there, but then when I'm looking, I'm thinking maybe it might be a tad bit bigger. So this is not it is and isn't an import. I'm going to be full disclosure, try to give you as much information about this as I can. So it was imported in the 70s from Taiwan. On the bottom of it here, it does say made in Taiwan. It's in great condition. Maybe a little flea bite, but nothing that I would say is a major call out. But it is not one of the new imports. So I've been really, really focusing on trying to make sure any hens on nest are vintage quality. So this was from the 70s, which does make it close to 50 years old. And it was imported, but it was imported 50 years ago. Let me give you a little spin. Let's do our Vanna White. Oh, my husband's like, oh, show the mark. He's giving me his hand signals. So you can see the made in Taiwan right there, just so you know. At one of my shows, I sold like 2 or 3 of the imports, and I didn't realize they were imports, and now I've been super vigilant ever since, just because I really want to try to stay true to vintage as much as possible. And that is up and running. Thank you for your pre-bids on it. And Tamsin with the first purchase. Congratulations. Welcome to Zoe's
Thank you for
Treasures.
your first purchase.
Let's do these brass candlesticks. I love brass candlesticks, but these ones I thought were a little more unique. They're not your typical that you see all the time because of the shape of them. So we have this gorgeous kind of triangular shape at the bottom, and they have 3 feet. Everything is better with 3 feet. Just trust me. Trust me that everything that has 3 feet is just better. I don't know why. Yep. And not only does it have feet, let's take a look up close. It's like toes. There are little toes on these. Look at that. How adorable is it? So I thought these were really neat because they're just a tad bit different. They're going to fall off my riser. I'll have to hold it. Tad bit different than your standard brass candlestick holders. And they're going right now. They do stand 6 inches tall. You could put a taper or the bigger, like what's it called, like the tea light size in there. So they're versatile. Almost dropped it. Look at that. It wouldn't fall. There's only a couple inches to the table. It's not too far. And Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So if you guys are wondering why I put labels on while we have pre-listed items, some of you might be sellers in here saying, why are you labeling? It's all pre-listed. It's going to print for you. We have, my daughter does a lot of our packing for us. So we label it. When she wraps it in bubble wrap, she puts that label on the outside of the item so that we know then whose box it needs to go into. Right. Let's go ahead and do this next piece. I love me some owls. I have owls all over my house. When you hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. When you wrap the duck box, make sure there's stuff inside. So wrap everything individually from inside. Okay. We try to be organized. I try. If you come to any of my Friday morning shows, I do business talk shows, business and tax for about whatnot, and I am huge on systems. I think systems that's what you need to make your business grow. So we have a brass owl. Look at how adorable this guy is. It is 2.5 inches tall. Let's take a look up close. 7 a.m. on Fridays. So I do business talks at 7 a.m. Eastern, and then I do a tax talk at 7 p.m. Eastern every single Friday. If you look in my shows, I do have the title of the show. What I'm talking about, the topic is the title. So you can kind of scroll through and see what's coming up and some of the stuff that I talk about. All right, so we have this cutie patootie here. I'll turn her around. You can see that's intentional. A little bit of patina going on. There's the bottom. I can't read it. That sticker's been long, kind of wore off with the writing. And we're going to go ahead and get that running. He sticks me in that box up there, or that bubble, and I just hate that bubble. Yet when he talks, he won't put himself in the bubble. We always get on him about it. Shalom, that is going to you. Congratulations. If you are new to Zoe's Treasures, make sure you check those show notes. We do a lot of rewards here. I'm a firm believer in coupons, so there are coupons. If you're watching on YouTube, why are you there? Come over here. We got a coupon in the show notes for you to buy something. If you've never bought from me before, there's a coupon code in the show notes for you. And thank you so much, Shalom. And if you have bought from me before, our rewards codes are in there that you can buy those 3 for $8 today. So let's go ahead. There are cookies there. Oh, they're trying to tempt you with cookies. Mama's calling you out. Let me get this moved over here so I can grab this box. Recipe boxes are always pretty much a popular item. And this one, of course, has your pineapple on it, right side up. We're not going there. So it's a right side up pineapple. It is just your standard wooden box, recipe box. 6 3/4 by 5, it's 5 inches. And that's running right now.
Good morning, mamas.
There we go.
Oh, you got cookies there?
Do I have it upside down? Should I put it upside down, Southern Charm? Does that make you happy? Trinity Blue, thank you so much. Is it made from pine? I have zero idea what it's made from. I wish I could tell wood like that. I can't. All right, this next one's really cool too. Pineapple, maybe.
Pineapple cookies?
This one is really neat, you guys. If you have somebody who loves cigars, this would be a neat item. But this is also just a really, really cool box to put your goodies in. So it's actually a humidor. We have the little temperature thing here. I haven't tested it. I cannot vouch if that works or not, full disclosure. The box is still freaking amazing. Are we showing from the top? Are you switching it? All right, let's switch our cameras. Let's see if I can turn it this way. Look at the corners, brass corners on this. You've got your glass top. It opens, if I can. There you go. You have your latch. It opens up. We do have some staining on the inside of the wood there. It was used for cigars. It is a humidor. But it is a beautiful, beautiful box in great condition. The bottom has felt. It is quality imports, is the whatever that type of cigar was. And we're going to go ahead and get that going. Good size too, 10.5 by 9 inches. And that is running right now. See if we can get it. I really feel like Vanna White when I turn items around. Good morning. Good morning, Lace Vintage Antiques. Lace Wing, sorry. I can't see today. And who got that? Lisa, congratulations. That is going to you. So if you happen to be new here, I work with my husband. My name's Tracy. My husband Noel's sitting over there. He thinks he is a movie producer. And throughout my whole show, he gives me signals. He's like, read the chat. Don't miss this. Part of it is wonderful because he helps keep me on track. The other times, I want to strangle him. You know, I love him a lot. But a lot of times he'll sit there and he'll be like, I can't read your lips. Talk to me. Talk to me, my love. All right. We're going to keep working down the list. Thank you. It's the hand signals. They drive me insane. When he wants me to turn something, he's like, I'm like, are you dancing? What are you doing? This is a copper pitcher. He's leaning in like he's going to talk on the mic.
I'll try Southern Charm. I'll try. By the way, very nice battle item.
Yes, speaking of the battle items, we're about to run this, you guys, but I know Southern Charm, if anybody else here is participating in Battle of the Best on May 31st, put your emoji in there. Let people know who you are so we can check out your items. Southern Charm has a Hamilton stopwatch. What is that, early 1900s, late 1800s? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stopwatch. Is it pocket watch. Let me get this right. It is a pocket watch.
Good morning, Miss Kate.
Hello, Kate. My battle item is a Wedgwood Cameo sterling silver brooch. So mine, I'm a little behind. I haven't posted mine yet, but I've been showing it off. You're still dancing? Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and run this one. This is a copper and brass pitcher. So we have a mix of copper and brass here. The majority of it is copper, and then you have these bands that are brass. This is from Mexico, and we've got this gorgeous symbol here in the middle that I just think is so pretty. And of course, you've got that big old long handle there. It is 8.5 inches tall, and that is running right now. Thank you. I think the brooch is pretty stunning too. I'm not sure if it's a battle winning item, but it sure is a great item that somebody hopefully will be really happy to have. And Piper with the first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you for your first purchase.
And our label's not going. We're good. Oh, there it goes. Our label was a little slow on the uptake there. All right. Next up, let's do our other copper pitcher. We have a few. Go ahead.
I'm curious what you're going to bring to the Battle of the Best, Lori.
Lori, did I miss it? Are you in Battle of the Best? I cannot wait. Congratulations. That's awesome. You guys, Lori is a relatively newer seller, not brand new. All right, we have another copper pitcher. This one I would say is probably more decorative. The inside, it's been around a while. I'm not sure I would actually put any liquids I would drink on the inside of that. So this is definitely more of a decorative. You do have some of that patina going on with it. And that's running right now. 7 inches tall, measured to the very tippy top there. Oh, did I miss a question? Thank you so much. Lisa, congratulations. That's going to you. Was it Lisa? Yes, Lisa. Thank you so much. For the rewards codes, let me tell you how those work. So if you're new and you're just looking to add the coupon code, all you need to do is open whichever side, the show notes, click on the code, and then paste it into your wallet. So you should click the show notes, copy the code, paste it into the wallet.
The other way, on the top.
Oh, the other side. Well, wherever it is on here somewhere, you know. And then if you are using rewards codes, if you're using the Zoe's Treasure rewards cards, they look like this. So I put 3 numbers in there today. What you do is you combine those 3 numbers in order. There's codes on the back of each card, and you combining those codes together gets you the $8 off.
Good morning, Ross.
Good morning. If you're new to me, I put these rewards cards into all the boxes going out. Each card is good for $2 off. And then every show, I have various combinations that you can get more money off with. And we put 9 new ones out every year, so you keep them.
No, not every year. Every quarter.
Every quarter we put 9 new ones out. You keep them throughout the year. I added up what our rewards are going to be worth. If you were to get one of every single card we do and use them throughout the whole year, there is over $1,000 of coupons in rewards codes that we put out in a year.
Eclectics, what are you trying to enter as the code? Because if you're trying to enter the numbers, those are the numbers of the cards.
Yeah.
Each card has a code behind it. So if you don't have the...
New to us. All right. So if you put
Okay.
new to us, let me see what that code is. Yeah, you should just put new to us, just like that. And it should work just fine.
Let me take a look at the...
He'll take a look on the back end
the
just to make
notes.
sure that we didn't mess up anything. Just go look at the coupons and make sure that it is that I didn't mistype a letter or something. So new to us is you've never bought from me. Join us, I think, is if you've never bought on Whatnot before. Yep. Just double check to make sure that I didn't mess up anything on there. All right. And I saw somebody requesting a number. We're working in order. We're going down the pre-list right now. So we're going to get to it very soon, I promise you. Let's do the cloche. That's what's coming up next. So if I have any Ray Dunn fans out there, I normally don't sell Ray Dunn, but I bought this all together like this. So I'm like, I'm going to keep it just like this because it looked really, really neat.
Actually, the code is correct.
The code is correct? Okay.
Yes. If it's not going in, try to put I think it's a /. Let me double check.
Okay, he's gonna work on that. In the meantime, look at this cloche. How freaking cool is this? So you could take these apart. You can use them in any way you want, but you've got the glass cloche lid here. And then you have 4 little Ray Dunn bowls. We have herbs, pinch, so like little spice bowls. What does that say? I can't see that. Season and dash. And then of course you got a little bit of floral you could take off the base. You've got a wooden base. I thought this looked so cute and such an original thing to put into a cloche. I really just love this one. Isn't it adorable? Let me turn this so you can like see the words on there.
Eclectics, it does work. Just the word, just go to your wallet, and on the bottom where it says promo code, just enter the, it has to be on capital letters. Make sure it's all in capital letters, and you can enter that coupon code.
And there you go. This one is up and running. Thank you so much for your pre-bids. We are getting to that pheasant stuff very soon. Yeah, the pheasant stuff, that was a hard one to part with. Lori, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you got the Ray Dunn stuff.
On its way to you.
All right. Oh, this jewelry box, you guys. I have never seen anything like this. This is so neat. I got to move some stuff out of the way here.
Thank you, Miss Kate.
All right, we're going to move this too so I can show you this. This is on wheels. It rolls. Look at this. It's on wheels. Let me show you the bottom of it. We have some little roller wheels down there. This is like it's a copper colored, like a, you know, like the metal that, like the craft metal that people would put over things. So it's wood underneath. It opens up. You have your velvet lined jewelry box. And look at that. Oh, you're going to look this way. These are like bracelet holders. They come out and you can put like your bracelets or your ponytail holders around there. You've got the box on the bottom. How cool is this? We do have a call out I want to show you. Isn't it neat? It's so unusual. Let's look at it this way because I do want to show the call out. This is on the back side of it. We have a little bit of this is starting to kind of come up. I think you can fold that back down and glue it. So that is the call out here, and you can see it's just starting to bend up a little bit. Other than that, it is just a beautiful, just a fantastic piece. And that's running right now. Let's go switch back over to the other camera. Thank you. 11 by 8, so 11 by 8. And I love that. Yeah, it's an easy fix. A little bit of that what, E6000 glue. Lisa, this is going to you. Congratulations. All right, let's do the little small copper kettle. So I have been told, and I listen to her, when Southern Charm tells me something's coming in style, I listen because she knows. And she told me a while ago that copper's in style. So I've been picking up copper every time I see it. And this little piece is absolutely adorable. It is a tiny little kettle. You've got your handle there. You've got that patina on there. It is so cute. I definitely wouldn't drink out of it. It is decorative. We're going to go ahead and run it though. And that's going right now. Just a classic little piece. It's adorable. You know what I found yesterday? Lisa, congratulations. I found a bread box.
Thank you.
Not the bread box of all bread boxes, not the one that everybody's looking for that says bread, but I found a gorgeous wooden bread box, and I'm going to bring it to this show next month. It needs a little cleaning up, and I just found it yesterday, so I didn't have time to get it ready for this show, but I'm super excited about it. All right, let's do this one. This is another really good piece today. Look at this. Move the riser again. Look at this box, you guys. That is needlepoint on there. That is I don't want to say cloth, but I guess I'm just going to go cloth with the needlepoint mallard duck on there. It is a jewelry box. Let me show you the inside. It may need a little cleaning on there, but you have the green, like velour or velvety type material. You could put your rings in there, and that tray lifts out and you have the whole bottom. How cool is this? And I mean, it has that duck on the top. This is an amazing piece. It's a great size, 13 by 9 inches tall, 9 inches wide. And that's running right now. I'm going to put it like this so you can see most of it in the camera. Now you do have a little bit, the wood's been around a bit, but it's still beautiful. You'll see stuff like this framed. I have never seen one on a jewelry box. And Lisa, congratulations. That is such a great item right there.
Thank you.
We're going to put that one to this side. All right. This next one, I tried to do some research on this. It is a cider jug, late 1800s as far as I can tell. I thought that was just really, really cool. So it's wood and copper, so you get the mix of two really great materials. Let's show you up close because there are some markings on it I want you to see. But you have mainly wood, and then you have the bands of your copper. The top is copper. And we do have, like, again, it's old. This is over 100 years old as far as I can tell from the research. There's your bottom of it, wood bottom. I probably wouldn't put water or anything in there. Let me show you the top. You got a copper top, copper spout. But I thought this was such a creative way and what a unique mix of materials. And that's running right now. Thank you for your bids. It is gorgeous. It's so unique. And Piper, congratulations. I love the name Piper, by the way. That was when I was growing up. I always said I was going to name my first daughter Piper. My husband at the time didn't agree, so I didn't do it, but I've always loved that name. So just got to tell you that. You know, not that that means anything, but. All right, let's do this piece. Handmade salt glazed pitcher. This is stunning. If you like pottery, if you like older stuff, I would even classify this as somewhat primitive. This is a beautiful, beautiful pitcher here. It's in great shape. We've got a little bit of paint wear going around your edge here. Trying to feel for, there's a tiny flea bite here. I can't quite see it, but I can feel a little rough spot right with my finger. How absolutely stunning is this though? Look at the florals on that. The colors, that cobalt blue. And let's see what it says. We have some type of stamp there on the bottom. I can't make that out. It stands 7 inches tall. Thank you. I think it's good too. I love this one. It's kind of like a mix. I mean, it's like your ceramics, your crock look, your primitive look. It just kind of captures so much in one piece. Just Peachy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
On to another piece of pottery. Let's do this Williamsburg pottery planter. And here it is. So there's kind of a call out, kind of not a call out. Let me explain on this guy. The planter itself is in wonderful shape. We do have our Williamsburg mark here, so it's authentic Williamsburg. The call out is that somebody stuck like some floral thing down there and I just can't get it out. So maybe if you soak it for a while, it'll come out, but there's just something stuck down there. That's the only call out on this one. The planter itself is in wonderful shape. It is Williamsburg. We have the typical cobalt flower on there or any the Williamsburg design. Let me show you the mark. Where are you? There you are. Right there. There's the mark. And we're going to go ahead and run it. I'll show you that call out up close so you can see it. It's like something you would use for florals to hold maybe like your floral thingy down there at the bottom. And that's running right now. It does stand about 4 inches tall, but a perfect little size. It would be great. Miniature Williamsburg. Any miniature. No, I do not. Not today. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Yeah, floral foam. Thank you, Swamp Chick. That's what I was looking for. Kim Pad with the first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Let's do this the music box. It's a music box that doesn't play music. It's still neat, and if you're mechanically inclined, you probably can fix it. I just love the vintage look of this. So we have, oh, and I just realized, okay, so we have a pre-bid. I just saw a call out. I didn't note. So if you don't want it, that's okay. You just let me know. But I'm gonna tell you about it now because I just saw it. So we have a music box here. I love the girl on the top. It opens up and you can see let's show it from the top. You can see all the music things inside, but I can't wind it. I can't get it to play any music. There is also this little sticker on the inside there. The call out I just noticed is right here. So we have a piece of wood missing. I just noticed that. If I put it like that, it still looks wonderful. You still get the girl. I had it sitting, turn to the other camera. I had it sitting like that to display it because I thought it was so beautiful that way. And we'll put it like that. That's running right now. See if I can open her up so you can see the inside. So there is the windy thing on the bottom. I just could not get it to play. Ranchan Finds, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What do we have next? Oh, you guys, this is so cool. So Rumrill, we're getting there. Bakers, we're working our way down in order, so we should get there pretty soon. Right now I'm focusing on anything with the pre-bid, and I'm just, as they show up at the top, working my way down. So this is a Rumrill pottery piece. Let me grab it and show you. So I did put in the description that the cork on the lid has broken off. So this cork is broken off. If you're not moving it around, you can sit it there and it sits. But the rest of the cork is inside here. You can hear it moving around. That's the call out. Full of crazing. I am a little nervous about, long as you're not moving it, it's fine. Tons of crazing on this. I'm gonna set that next to it. When I was doing some research, I saw a lot of these, but most of them didn't even have the little cap that goes with it. And I'm going to turn it sideways because look at the coloring. Look at how that like that ombre effect goes all the way on there. And there's your Rumrill mark on the bottom. Good morning. We do have some paintware. Let me show you the paintware. So there you go. Right underneath the handles here, there's some paintware. A stunning piece of pottery though. And that's running right now. Thank you for your bids. It is a very soft minty type green, yes. And Piper, congratulations.
Thank you.
This next piece I have had for a while. I think it's adorable. It's definitely vintage. And I didn't know what show I was going to put it in. It took me a while to figure out what show I wanted it. But if you have little ones, if you have littles in your house or you have grandbabies, how stinking cute is this? It is a crayon and coloring book box. It is all wood. You've got crayon right there. That is not a call out. That is paint on there, that white mark. It's wood, so you have some marks of, it being used. I bought it like this. It had these two coloring books in it. They're old. They're not new coloring books. But I thought I'm going to leave it in there because it's so adorable. You got a place to put your crayons inside. Stands 14 inches tall, and that's running right now. I just thought this was so neat. Can you just picture like a little toddler carrying their little basket of coloring books and crayons? I definitely would have, if I had littles still around the house, I would have kept this. D-Boss, congratulations.
Thank you.
My youngest is 15. So she is a little bit past the crayon and coloring book stage. We have another copper picture here. This one's really neat. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad. We have another little copper. This one has a lot of it's not embossed, but you can feel it. The decor going around the sides there depicts a picture here. I think it's like a tavern scene, the best I can tell. Sometimes I have a hard time making out exactly what these are supposed to represent. I think this one is a tavern scene. And I'll show you the top. And we're going to go ahead and get that going 6 inches tall. And that's running right now. Thank you for your bids. Trinity Blue, thank you, thank you. Let's do your baby daughter is 50. Well, congratulations. Happy birthday to her. My husband's birthday was yesterday. And wow, don't they grow up fast? My oldest is 36. I lose count on exactly where they're at. They just grow up so fast. It seems like just yesterday, doesn't it? I bet you could picture like holding her as a baby, right? And he still colors? Does he? My daughter colors, but she's more into not like the cartoon coloring books, but more of like, I would call them the adult coloring books, like with fancy markers and all of that stuff. He did have a good birthday. Let me tell you his birthday story in case you didn't hear it last night.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and tell the story.
So I took him to do what everybody in the world wants to do for their birthday. We went to the antique store. that's all I want to do for my birthday, so I figured that's what he would want to do, so that's what we did. Thrifting, yep, thrifting, antiquing, all that good stuff. Well, let me tell you, this man picks up a piece of glass. I showed it to him. I'm like, hey, check that out, because I thought it glowed, and I'm like, look at that glass. He picks up this, it had a lid, candy jar, picks it up. He says it broke in his hand, but the lid falls, lands on a piece of ceramic, breaks that into 4 pieces. So the lid breaks, the glass breaks, the ceramic breaks. $70 worth of merchandise. I'm like, I can't take you anywhere. I said, take these up to the front counter. We'll just pay for them, put them with our pile. We'll pay for it. We broke it, do the right thing, right? The guy was so nice. The guy is like, I'm not going to charge you. And my husband insisted. He's like, no, we broke it. Our mistake. I'm not going to make the, whoever owns it, eat it, right? So the guy's like, $15. How if just pay $15? My husband's like, no, 20. They agreed. They paid 15. Then he pays him. Of course, I bought a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, you break, you buy. Exactly. That's how we felt about it. The guy's like, after he pays, the guy's like, you know what? You're so great. You've been a great customer. Why don't you take a free T-shirt too? My husband is the only man in this world who can break 2 items, not really have to pay for them, only $15, and get a free T-shirt out of the deal. But that's what happened yesterday. I'm like, for me, they would have charged me double probably. Yes, I will definitely go. Actually, it was this really cool store we've never been in before. And I immediately messaged Southern Charm, and I'm like, hey, when you come up here, we got to check this store out. It was a really good one. If you're in Pennsylvania, it's in the Lancaster area. If you want to know, message me. I'll tell you the name of it. It was awesome. Okay, let's move on to this one. We have a wooden jewelry chest. This is like a man's jewelry box. It's more of a valet. So they would put their like watches and rings and stuff. But it has a couple little hidden treasures. So let's show it from the top so I don't dump the drawer out. It needs to be a shirt now. It does. I broke it on him and all I got was a T-shirt. Oh my gosh, Shalom. Totally need that. So you have the top here. You can put your rings and stuff here. And then we have, hold on, he's yelling at me to move this. You have a drawer down here that comes out. And I love the orange in there. And so you get all these little kind of hidden spots. You get the top and you get the drawer. And of course you have the wood there. We're going to go ahead and run this.
And that's why she took me.
Your
No,
yes.
because that's what I wanted to do.
This is up and running right now. Yeah, he's a more social one, so I don't blame that he gets better deals because I don't talk to people. He's the one that talks to people. Rebecca, congratulations. That's a first purchase.
Thank you for your first purchase.
I am the one who will not ask for, I won't haggle, I won't ask for deals. I just go in there, do my thing, get my stuff, pay the bill. I don't, but he's the one who's like, everywhere we go, the first thing he does is walks up to the counter, starts making friends with the people everywhere we go. It works for me. I mean, it benefits me, but totally we are complete opposites. It's like when a guy borrows a cute dog to take it. Yes, that's it. All right. We have this vase, which I thought was incredibly unique. On the bottom, hold on, let me see. This says spinning aspen. So I don't know if it's from Colorado. I'm going to guess it's aspen wood.
Peachy Treasures, I need to get to know your husband.
Yeah, Peachy, same here. So I'm guessing it's aspen wood because it has an aspen sticker on the bottom. This is all wood. It has just been sanded down really nice and smooth. So beautiful, beautiful, all natural vase here. Let me show you that bottom. That's where it says spinning aspen, and it's, I want to say Carson City, Colorado. And then the top is a small little like bud vase opening. I wouldn't even put anything in this. It's just too gorgeous of a piece of wood. I would leave it just like that. So this is a little more rough. And then, of course, the rest of this is really nice and smooth. So beautiful. You see, look at all the grains of wood in there. I know that knot. This is fantastic, really. And Shalom, that's going to you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, we are at the linens. I have a few linens. I don't do a lot of linens, but when I do see them, I pick them up. I'm sorry, what are you pointing at? Let's see. Let's do, okay, we're gonna go to linens in just a second. My husband's like, nope, do this. I'm sorry, oh, that one, okay. He wants me to run this plate really quick here. Hold on. Honey, I'm not seeing it. We'll get to it. We're going to do our linens. He's trying to get me out of my order. I'm not going to go out of my order. He's messing me up. He's messing my system up, people. Messing my system up. Okay, this is a set of 6 with the flower. Let me make sure I grab the right ones because we have a few different linens here. All right. Oh, those are the ducks. Let me grab the flowers.
She's actually doing the pre-bids right now.
Yep, I'm running through all pre-bids right now. All right, so we have, this is a set of 6 linens. All of them have this little flower we're going to show you up close. I did put the measurement 16 inches square. I looked at all of them really, really closely. They are all in great shape. They are vintage linens. So there may be a spot or two, but I didn't see any major staining. Let's show you from the top so you can actually see that really pretty embroidery. Look at that. There is a set of 6 of them here. And they're running right now. Thanks for your bids. And then we'll do the duck ones next. Ranchan Finds, congratulations.
Thank you.
Sometimes, you know, you guys, I sell a lot of glass and breakables. There are times that I am a little envious of the people who do all linens or all jewelry because they're so much easier to ship. I'm not complaining. I have a great helper here to ship, but I do get a little envious sometimes of people who sell linens. All right, so this time, let's show these from the top. Let me hold one up first. Hold on. I'm going to hold one up so you can see the size first. Same thing with this. I went through these completely. These are 16-inch. Did I do it? Hold on. Let me pin the right one. These are 18-inch square. And all of them have that little duck down there on the corner. Cute little edges on these too. So let's show you from the top so you can see the duck. Hold on. I did a Rusty Crusty show. Yes, the Rusty Crusty, because it's usually like woods and metals and stuff. Totally agree. They are way easier to pack. So we have the little duckies there. I know they're upside down. I can turn it for you so you can see them the right way. This is a set of 4, and the duck is on the corner of each napkin. And that's going right now. Shalom, thank you so much. There is this one vendor in the antique store that I like to go to. I'm actually going today that always has the best linens. Like in the whole store, there's just like this one booth. And she doesn't even specialize in it, but she always has like a clothing rack with all of her linens. It's like one of my favorites. All right, we have a cloisonne. Look, I've been practicing cloisonne ginger jar here. And this one, the coloring, we're in summer now. It's about to be fall. This is the best fall coloring I have seen for a while. Look at how gorgeous this one is. Just those browns in there and then with the gold mixed in. It is so beautiful. I'm going to show you the top. Love the teal on the inside. And then we'll show you the bottom of it there. And this is a nice, it has a good weight to it. It's a really good size. 7.5 inches, and that one's running right now. Thank you so much for your bids. Just Peachy, that is heading to you. Thank you, thank you. Let's do another duck plate. This is a mallard duck from 1979. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. This one, you can actually feel the duck. This is a global, so you can actually feel it's kind of raised up there on the whole duck. And it says Mallard Global, trying to read what else it says back here. 1979, hand painted, limited quantities there. So that's what all that stuff says on the back. We're going to put it there so you can actually see it. And it has like the eyeball, so it looks like it's staring at you. That's really cute. Ceramic. And that's running right now. Thank you for your bids. Shalom, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
You guys, I gotta say, when I go and get my label over here, super proud of my husband. He created this labeling system using AI in some fashion or another, so that every time an auction finishes, it automatically prints me a label. He doesn't have to do anything. And it says the name of the customer, the item they purchased, like the title. I love it. Southern Charm's been helping us test this out. She says it's so helpful too. So it's pretty cool. It's not something at least I don't think we're selling, but we've been using it among friends and I love it.
Miss Marie, send me a message. I'll share it with you.
Yes. He's just been sharing it with people who want it. The thing we run into, I don't want to say problem with it, is that he's programmed it to work with the current Whatnot, but every time Whatnot changes something on the back end, he has to make an adjustment to it. So that's the frustrating part.
Yeah, all you need to do is just have it running on the computer and it prints for you.
Yep.
So automatic.
It doesn't print bin purchases, but anything you're auctioning. So it works for us because, like I said earlier, I can put a label on and then my daughter puts a label once it's bubble wrapped, so I still know what it is to put it in the right box.
And if you're running randoms, it also lists the random number.
Yes.
So if you have like random 1, random 2, it prints out exactly what you put on the description.
Yep. All right, we have another recipe box. This one's a little bit older, and I like it because it just has this little knob up here. He is very skilled. I am very blessed to have him. And of course, you just have that wooden in there. Probably a little bit newer. We do have a UPC code on the bottom, but I still love the look of it. We're going to show you up close. And that's running right now. He is Brand Pierce, he is actually has a degree in computer science, but he has done so much throughout his life, a ton of audio video type stuff. SNY Holly with the first purchase. Thank you.
Thank you for your first purchase.
I appreciate you. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures.
Yes, Bram Pierce. I'm an engineer, and I used to do a lot of development for a long time, and then I stopped, and then I started doing other fun things, and then when my job found out what I could do, they pulled me out from the field and they stuck me in an office, and I started developing more stuff.
He is currently working on, for me right now, an AI agent to do all the back end of my business. So I pay for a service right now. I pay for a subscription to like a AI, not ChatGPT. I have that, but another AI service. And we're trying to replace that. So he is currently working on building an AI agent that will build my websites, handle my social media, do all of that stuff, which is pretty cool. So we have a Williamsburg pottery pitcher. So this is very similar to the planter that we sold earlier, has that same gorgeous flowers. This piece is heavy. And we have our Williamsburg marks right there on the bottom of it. It is in great shape. I'll show you up close the top and the bottom so you can see. There we go. Kind of spin that around. Show you that Williamsburg mark. That's just glaze. That's like that looks like it happened in the manufacturing process there. We have our Williamsburg mark right down here. And there's the bottom, and the top is nice and clean, so it is still really, really very usable. We're going to get that going. Thank you for your bids. This is a pretty piece, and I love the weight of this piece. Piper, thank you so much. Oh, the duck is up next, you guys. I love ducks, if you can't tell. Ironically, I don't really have a ton of them in my house, but we do really like ducks. And this piece is so cute. Look at this. It's a little princess house. Are you going to say something? I see you leaning into the microphone over there.
I just missed the Dibble Tray comment, so I was just going to say just thank you.
Oh, thank you, Double Tray. I appreciate that. So we have a princess house duck here. Are you going to switch our camera for us? Come on,
She
do it
thinks
now.
it's
Do it
just
now.
automatic. I need to reposition the camera so you guys can get a better look. She grabs a large item and she thinks it's going to fit in the same place.
All right, there it goes. This is in great condition. I know. He's my AI for angles. It has half of a sticker down there at the bottom, but not the full thing. But great condition, 4.5 inches long. Cute little addition to a collection. Thank you for your bids. I appreciate it.
Sometimes she's so impatient.
Shalom. Thank you. That's heading your way. This next picture, this is really cool. And I think by the pre-bids, you guys probably think this is pretty cool also. Look at, we've got to see this up close because the glaze on this is fantastic. It reminds me of, like, you know those Easter eggs when you dye the eggs and you dip them and you swirl all the colors together? That's what this reminds me of. Look at how beautiful all of these colors are. This is a stunning piece. I'll show you the bottom there. We'll get you the top. I absolutely love this piece. 5.5 inches tall. And that is up and running right now. Thank you so much for your bids. And Just Peachy, congratulations. I have been on Whatnot for 2.5 years.
On its way
So
to you.
I started December of 23. But I started December of 23. The show was terrible. Worst show ever. Like, I can go down in Whatnot history for having the worst show. It was just awful. I had somebody win an auction. I sold one item my very first show. I had somebody win it, and I didn't even realize that they won the auction. So I didn't thank them. I mean, it was just terrible. And it traumatized me. Not really, but you know how it is. It was bad. And so I didn't come back for a few weeks. So it wasn't until January, February that I actually came back and I was like, I'm going to do this. And it took probably a good year. And this is something I talk about in my chat shows, that we think growth, we see these people that just go to the top so fast and they have these huge rooms. It takes time. It took me a good year before I even found like my footing. I never had more than maybe 5 people in a show till at least a year in. And you know, we have 45 people, and I am thankful for each and every one of you. This is amazing to me. So,
Thank you, Lori.
thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's do our ceramic duck. I told you there's a lot of ducks in today's show. I don't know who makes this. It kind of reminds me of a Andrea by Sadek type duck, but there's no markings on it. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, if you are new on here, come to my Friday shows. We do answer questions. We chat all about growth and business. I'm a huge believer. If you don't, if you're new to me, we'll take a little quick detour here. If you're new to me, I am a CPA, so a certified public accountant. I'm licensed in 2 states, and I bring a lot of the business, the accounting, tax focus in the talk shows that I do. I'm a firm believer in building your business before you work on your show, that they go hand in hand if you really want a long-lasting business. And so we talk a lot about those concepts, and we also just answer any general questions that we can. The other thing we do, a couple names up there, I Love Discounts. You'll see them in the chat. We do a podcast every Sunday night at 6:30 on YouTube with I Love Discounts and Green 13. Reselling Roundtable. Thank you, I Love Discounts. It is called Reselling Roundtable. There it is. If you haven't subscribed and check us out, I would absolutely encourage you to do so. This is like a chat show. It's a podcast, but it's live. You can come and ask questions, and you can hear 3 different points of view. We don't only talk about Whatnot on that, we talk about Whatnot and other platforms that we have sold on. But it is a really good show because you get a ton of wisdom from a lot of different perspectives. That's our plug for our podcast, but it is really good. Okay, let's look at our duck here. So we have this gorgeous ceramic duck. Let's see if we can get all of her in the camera. She is so pretty, just really detailed. Look at that face. Nothing wrong with her as far as I can tell. I love the coloring. Look at the back. Look at all that coloring and just the different layers that they've put on. And we're going to go ahead and run that one. It is 11 inches long, so this is a really good sized duck. It's going right now. Thanks for your bids. Shalom, thank you.
Thank you.
And another duck piece. I know the feet were so cute, weren't they? This is another duck one, and this one has like a surprise. Like you don't see it at first until you get close to it, and this is heavy. So this is a Shannon crystal duck, and let me show you up close, and then I'll show you the little surprise that it has, because I'm kind of in love with this duck. Let's see if I can get it back here. There you go. Absolutely stunning, but watch this. It's actually a candy dish. Look at that. That comes off. You've got your bottom, and it is heavy glass. Crystal. It is very, very heavy. And it's beautiful. You've got the frosted feathers there that just gives it that extra little look. The frosted beak. It is 10 inches long. It is so pretty. And that is up and going. Let's see if we, there we go. Get it in the camera. I like it because at first glance you don't realize that you can lift it off and put little goodies inside of there. And Rebecca, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What do we have next? Some wooden salt and pepper shakers. These are like standard. Like this is just standard decor item everybody should have. And you can do some fun stuff with these. You can turn them into vases. So you can use the top here. You can put the little things to hold your ephemera. You can put hat pins in there. They are just pretty classic, standard salt and pepper shakers. And it's kind of funny. Let's see, on one of these, if we turn it to the side, I'll show you. This little sticker down here, you can see it. It says good wood. So it's not bad wood, it's good wood. They do stand 8 inches tall. You're going to get both of them. You have the little grinder there. That one's flat, and then you got the shaker holes up there. I love these for decor. I will even buy these if there's just one, but found the whole set this time, and they are going now. No termites. Not that I'm aware of. West Texas Rustics, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And on to another needlepoint piece. This is just sweet. So this is a framed needlepoint. I don't know how vintage the frame is, honestly. I found it like this. It's cute. But what is on the inside is what really matters. So there's a little needlepoint piece. A mother listens with her heart. And it is matted in there. You can take it out. You can switch it if you're like, no, that frame's not my thing. You can switch it around. Now, the only call out on this, it's great to hang, but somebody has ripped off the thing to like make it sit nicely. So the little stand is not there, but you can hang it, and you could probably even just buy a new back at Hobby Lobby or something if you wanted to. And that's running right now. And that is definitely a needlepoint. It's not a print. Thanks for your bids. And Shalom, congratulations on that win.
Thank you.
Now these pheasants, these are something. These are Lefton, and they're porcelain, and they are extremely light. Salt and pepper shakers. They both still have their little stoppers down there, Lefton stickers on them. And it just really surprised me how delicate they are. Absolutely gorgeous. So they have the holes right there. I don't even know if I would use them for salt and pepper shakers. They're just so pretty. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. We're going to go ahead. Let's see if I can, trying to get them in there so there we can kind of see them all. So you can see the whole thing. 5 inches tall and 6 inches long. Like these to me are figurines. They're more than just a salt and pepper shaker. Thanks for the bids. Shalom, thank you.
Thank you.
We have a Nippon piece. If you've been around me, you know I talk about Nippon a lot. Nippon is my absolute favorite china, bone china out there. This is a Nippon divided dish, and it is set in a wood base. Now, it's not a Lazy Susan, but it is still absolutely stunning. You have the gorgeous florals on there. Let's see, we have a piece. We have the Nippon mark in the middle. These are all, okay, hand painted. And if you don't know about Nippon, Nippon is the precursor to Noritake. So Nippon actually means Japan. And in the early 1920s, the McKinley Tariff Act made all of anything that was imported actually put the name of the country on the items. So that's when it changed to Noritake, made in Japan. So this is Nippon, and just because it says Nippon, I do know this is pre-1920. So you get this whole divided dish. It is in wonderful shape. You do have a little bit of paint wear around the gold edges. And of course you've got it sitting in a wood base. And each piece comes out so you can wash them easily. And that's running right now. And the floral on there, how perfect for the summertime. Just think, this has been around for a little over 100 years at this point. Amazing. Trinity Blue, thank you so much. Every time I see your name, I see Trinity Blue. My older children, if anybody is familiar with Jacksonville, Florida, that's where I raised my older children. And actually, we're going to put this over here. They all went to a school called Trinity. So every time I see your name, it makes me think of that. That's the name of the school all of my older kids went to. It was a private school that went from kindergarten all the way up through high school. And then they had a college on the campus too. And it was generation after generation. So it was just like the same families year after year that you would see there. You're in Tampa. Oh, that's cool. So you're another Florida person. We're in Pennsylvania, but I lived in Jacksonville, Florida for 23 years. All right, we have 2 of these plates. We're going to do them one at a time. Just because of the style they are, somebody may want one and not the other. We're going to start with this one. This is the bird plate here. So it is the Edward Marshall Bohm water bird plate. And we have 2 ducks on there. It says canvas backs, I guess is the official name of these birds. Gorgeous like plate for a gallery wall. And of course we have everything I just told you is right there on the back. Let's show you up close. These are 10.5 inches in diameter and really great shape. I'm not seeing any chips or cracks on there. And that's up and going right now. Really, look at the pretty gold. And of course the ducks, they kind of look like they're flirting with each other. He's like, hey, baby. And she's acting all shy over there. And A. Hundley with the first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank
Welcome
you for
to
your
Zoe's
first
Treasures.
purchase.
And now let's do the other one. Very similar but different picture. Here it is. This one has pheasants on there. So this is game birds of North America, ring-necked pheasants. So same style of design. And normally I would do a lot of these things together. I do try to do a lot more bundling of items, but because I thought these ones may be one of the ones that were like, oh, somebody just wants to put one in a gallery wall. And that's up and running. You have a great day too, Swamp Chick. I am actually going to the antique store today. Hey, Hunley, thank you so much. I am going to the antique store.
Thank
And then I
you.
have to go to grocery shopping. I got to do the normal, take care of stuff day.
Good morning, Millie.
Hey, Millicent. All right, let's look at this swan print. This is so pretty. Now, full disclosure, this probably isn't as vintage as some of these other items. I can't date it. It is a print, not a painting, but it's stunning. It is absolutely stunning. It comes in you can see it's under glass, comes in this gorgeous frame. And the frame looks relatively new. You've got your stand. I don't see a way to hang it, so you may have to change it out or put a hook on here if you wanted to hang it. But it is so pretty, and it is a 12 by 10. I really just like this. Swans are big. They're so elegant. They look great on the other way. My husband's like, it's going to be upside down. They look great on like your bookcases and stuff. You don't even have to hang it on the wall. Be Unboxed, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Rebecca, thank you so much. That is heading to you. We are working
it's
through
way
our
to you.
items here. We're down to about the last 10 or so. Actually, I'm going to put this guy over here. Let's see, what do we have next? We have another copper piece. I really tried to hit it hard on the copper today, I guess. This one's fun. This guy hangs up. I actually tried to hang it from my shelf and I couldn't get it to work because I don't have the right type of hooks. But this will hang up really nice on a wall. So it'll actually kind of lay pretty flat like that on the wall. And of course it says Home Sweet Home. It is the copper. We're going to put it like this so you can see it from the top. I don't know if the handle is brass or not. It is a little bit different colored than the copper. And we do have a little bit of patina going on. Normal stuff. And that's running right now. And it is, I did diameter, 6 inches in diameter, probably about the same here. So probably about 12 altogether. And that's going to you, Rebecca. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at another cloche item we have today. Most of the time when I buy cloches, they're already put together because I'm not that creative. So I just leave the stuff in them the way I find them because I think they look good. And that is no different on this guy here. So this is a pretty little one here. We're going to have to show this guy up close so you can see it. But you have the cloche top. Let's see, he's giving me his hand signals again. We have the cloche top and it comes off, and then you have a bird's nest in there with some little eggs. So you could take that out if you don't want it. You can switch it around, and it is a ceramic base. So it is all the pieces you could take apart, fill it up with whatever you want. Millicent's, me too. Swans absolutely remind me of Florida. I just thought this was adorable. Of course, I love anything with birds. And cloches are always a popular item because they're versatile. So that's up and running right now. This does stand about 6 inches tall. Thanks for your bids. Sabrina, thank you, thank you. What do we have next? Oh, this is such a cute vase, you guys. This little daisy vase, it is adorable. It's a ceramic vase, and it has little daisies on it and that are glazed. The rest of it is almost unglazed, so it gives a really good contrast. Look at how stinking cute this is with those daisies on there. It is a bud vase, so you put it in there. There's your bottom. I don't know who makes this one. That's up and going right now. I looked at the wrong thing. 5 inches tall. I was reading the wrong listing and I'm like, oh my gosh, did I click on the right thing? Just gave myself a little heart attack there. Doubletree, thank you so much. You guys, if you don't know,
Thank you.
Doubletree right there who just won, she is also a CPA, and she does tax shows too. So during tax season, I don't know if you do them, put them in there if you do them other times of the year, but I know during tax season, both of us kind of double down and we do a bunch of tax shows. I have a lot of accounting throughout the year, accounting and tax, but there are very few people on here that I would recommend monthly. Awesome. Thank you. Very few people, actually there's only one person and that's her, that I would recommend to also get CPA type tax, accounting type advice from. A lot of the information you hear is secondhand. It's like, oh, well, my CPA told me this, and then they tell you. Here's the thing. Everybody has a unique set of facts and circumstances, and what their CPA tells them is based on their information. So it's really not good for people to be repeating it to everybody else. However, Doubletree, myself, we are actual CPAs and talk in generalities and tell you what the rules are and stuff like that. So if I would recommend somebody else, it would be Doubletree to get actual accounting and tax advice from. Yes, absolutely, definitely bookmarker, really a good one. All right, let's take a look at this stand. This to me combined two of the best things ever, blue and white and wood. Two of my favorites. So you have a wooden base, and it, honestly, I'm gonna let you know this honestly, it kind of reminds me of Pioneer Woman. I don't think it is. I think this is probably about 10 to 15 years old. But take a look. What do you think about that? How cool is this? You've got your blue and white, you've got your brown around the edge. Thank you too, Doubletree, I appreciate that. And of course you've got that wood pedestal vase. I mean, like I'm giddy over this, that it combines two of my favorite things. It is so pretty. 6.5 inches tall and 9.5 inch diameter going around. Think about this as a centerpiece on your table. How absolutely beautiful would that be? Are you just using it as a fruit bowl? Or even on a vanity somewhere with pearls or something hanging off of it? Gorgeous. And Baker's with the first purchase. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Let's do our hand-blown glass pitcher. Hi, love to love you. All right, let's do this, guy. This is hand-blown, and there are bubbles throughout. You can see all the little tiny bubbles all over it. Of course, you've got that ruffled top, your applied handle, all those bubbles. I just love looking at that. You have that rough pontil mark on the bottom. 6 inches tall, and that's running right now. We do have one more glass piece coming up in just a little bit. Piper, thank you so much. Let's see here. Oh, we have our little Crocs with lids. Now, I did put the call out on here. Is one of these lids looks a little small. So we have two of these Crocs. And if I show you from the top, you're going to be able to see how this one lid is. Cue the cameraman there. So this guy fits perfect, just the way it's supposed to fit. Great shape. Says Taiwan on the bottom. This guy here, the lid is just a little smaller. So I think maybe they mixed the lids up. It still sits in there. It's just a tad bit smaller. If I were put them together, you can kind of see the difference there in size. That is the call out. But other than that, you're getting two really great little Crocs here. And they're running right now. Let's see if I can pull this back so you can see them. Thank you for your bids. Susan, congratulations. Those are heading to you.
Thank you.
And that's how I usually like to put similar items. I really like to do bundles. I am not the seller that you're going to have to buy 1 cup and 1 cup. He's giving me a look. I do try to like put as many things together. This is I don't want to say a new thing, but I've been kind of on this kick for like the last 2 or 3 months where I'm really trying to like keep things together. I Love Discounts, who was in the chat earlier, used to yell at me for separating stuff. So every time I get ready for a show, it's always in the back of my mind. All right. I think we've been waiting for this. Only after months and months. Yes, it took Lysandra many months to convince me. Look at this beauty here. Oh, the green. First of all, we have pheasants. We have green. It's a platter. Like all the things. It just has all the things going on with this. So beautiful. On the back it says Weatherby, Hamley, England, Royal Falconware.
Not just you, I Love Discounts. I kept telling her the same thing.
Let's take a look. 12 inches across by 9 inches in height. Think about that on your gallery wall. That would be so stunning. That is like the focal point of a gallery wall right there. Thank you, Shalom. That is heading to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we are finally to our next picture. This is Crackle Glass for those of you who like Crackle Glass. Amber. My favorite color glass is amber. So we have an amber Crackle Glass pitcher. It is a smaller pitcher. And I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was kind of funky. But look at the crackle. That is such a sassy handle. I heard S. Fish one time, long time ago, over a year ago, describe a handle as being sassy. And now that is forever in my head. We have a Ponto mark down there. And that is definitely one sassy handle on this one. That's running right now. 5 inches tall. So just the right height. It would be a perfect little bud vase. And Shalom, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Let's do another picture. Now, I never say this company's name correctly. Godinger? 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 Couple of different ways you could say that. If anybody knows the proper pronunciation, if you want to put it in there, I'm always happy to learn something. But it is, I'm going to say Godinger and Company, white ceramic, and I love the design on this one. We do have the UPC, so probably about 15 to 20 years old on this one. But look at that design. Let's see if we can fix those lights and you can actually see how gorgeous this is. You have all that texture going on. Almost gives you some kind of tropical vibes a little bit with this one. But the white ceramic is classic. Got the inside there. Does need a little bit of a deep clean. And we're going to go ahead and run that. This would be a great one to for your summertime sweet tea. And Susan, that is going to you. Congratulations. Let's see here. Actually, we're going to put that one on this side. I'm running out of space on the other side. All right. Let's do our last piece of linen for today. And this is a table runner that we have. So this is another gorgeous embroidered piece. I'm only going to hold up half of it. This is folded in half. So it is about 66 inches long, give or take an inch. I kind of roughly measured. But you have the red trim and all of what I would probably call holly leaves. But it's not super Christmassy. Like I would use this year round still. There's plenty of uses for this. It has Christmassy colors, but it's not super Christmassy. There you go. About 66 inches by 12 inches wide. Is that what I put in there? Yeah. And that's running right now. Nice clean one. No holes. Godinger. Godinger. Thank you. Shalom. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, let's see. Inger. Godinger. Godinger. Okay. I'll keep practicing. We have a Lennox piece. And for some reason, I do not know why, but I always have a hard time finding this wheat pattern on Lennox, so I get kind of excited when I find it. I picked this one up at auction. This is a gold stamp Lennox. So there are different stamp colors. I don't know all of them. I'm slowly learning. But for true Lennox collectors, the different colors of stamps helps them date when the Lennox is from. Lights are a little bright on that. But you do have the bud vase, and I just love everything with Lennox is just so classic and so elegant, and this does not disappoint at all. Look at how like the fluted top up there, so beautiful. We're going to go ahead and give that a go at 8 inches tall too, so it's a nice sized Lennox piece. And then we're getting to some of our big items. Those are the ones that, Shalom, thank you so much. The big items are the ones I get really excited about selling. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And then, good morning, Kim Landry. Then the next day when I have to ship, I'm like, girl, what in the world were you thinking? And I do it to myself every week. But that's okay, because you know what? I know we all saw that little UPS pop up. It's coming. I've got a whole shelf of big stuff that's coming to Whatnot as soon as they give us that option. This one, now you got to think, I love discounts. You didn't see the UPS pop up? Like 3 days ago, everybody got a UPS pop up. You probably clicked on it without even realizing. Everybody, there's nothing official. I don't know anything official. There's nothing on the blog post on Whatnot. But just the fact that everybody had to read the terms and services through a pop-up before you could even do anything else in the app tells me that it's in the works. There's something happening on the back end there. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. All right, so let's take a look at this one. Remember, you guys, we are in the 250th year of our country. That is the celebration. We're about to hit 4th of July. Beta terms update. UPS is not. That was confirmed as the end of beta terms update. Really?
Hey, Darren.
Thrift Shop? Okay, cool. Well, you guys, Thrift Shop is a community host. So you've just totally shattered all my dreams in one little tiny sentence, but that's okay. I'll forgive you. We don't have it. I didn't have it yesterday. I'll survive tomorrow. But they did say at the Austin Summit that they're working on it, and it is coming eventually. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but they did announce that it is coming. I know we've been hearing that for 2 years, but I'm still hopeful. All right, we have the official, what you would need for your centerpiece for your 4th of July party. On here, 1776 to 1976 with the, well, what is he doing? With the eagle. Let me pull this back here. Look at the etching on this bowl. How amazing is this? Look at that. Picture filling it up with like fruit or something in there. Would make the perfect 4th of July centerpiece. It is big glass, nice and thick, Centennial bowl, 8.5 inches in diameter. And that's going to run right now, up and going. Thank you for your bids. Mama, thank you with the first purchase, Mama Rocky.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Let's do our next big pottery bowl. Now, I've had this guy for a while because I've been debating about selling this. I've had it listed for a while, and then I'm like, you know what? It's going in the show. It's perfect for the Warm Embrace show. This is a stunning, stunning pottery bowl. We do have a little flea bite right there. One teensy tiny little flea bite right on the rim. Not a chip. It is like legit like the paint just flecked off right there. Little tiny flea bite. Look at the coloring on that, the design. You talk about a centerpiece, a fruit bowl, something to put out and display. This is it right here. The size is just, oh, so beautiful. It is 5 inches tall, 11 inches wide, and look at that coloring. Those blues are so, so pretty. And that's up and running for $1. Oh my gosh, it's going. Thank you guys. I think it's gorgeous. This was a hard one. I do have quite a bit of pottery. My formal dining room is really, the decor in there is pottery. So this was a hard one to be like, yeah, I'm going to sell it. Susan, congratulations. This is going to be gorgeous in your home.
On its way to you.
And then we go to a completely different type of pottery. Very, very rustic looking, but stunning in its own right. Look at this piece. This is more of a rough, primitive type piece of pottery, but you have the, it almost looks like like branches and leaves in there. So very rustic. This would also make a great centerpiece bowl or a fruit bowl. It is, for the most part, unglazed, so you get that kind of natural woodsy feel with it. Be awesome for a man cave. This is another one that's 12 inches in diameter. And that's up and going right now. This is the type of bowl that you can, pull out, fall, wintry type bowl. Put some pine cones in there, put some Christmas decor in there. Thank you for your bids. And Shalom, that is heading your way. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's do our salad bowl. This is our last pre-bid, but then I think we have a couple items. I'd have a couple more things left that we'll run. So let's do the salad bowl set. So we have something else with 3 feet. Look at that, 3 feet. We have your salad bowl. I do not know what kind of wood this is, but it is in beautiful shape, and the grains on that is gorgeous grains going in there. Really nice bowl. And then you have your actual bowls to serve salad. These ones say made in Taiwan Nuco. So you get 4 of them. Now the coloring is a tad bit different, but I love the contrast on this. So you get 4 of the individual serving bowls and your big salad bowl here. And that's going right now. This would be great. Think if you're a candle maker, how cool would this big one be for candles? I don't know if you can use wood to make candles. Kind of seems a little iffy, but I think that would be absolutely beautiful to have a huge candle in something like that. Shalom, thank you. Let's see what we have left here. We have a few more items. Let me click my button over here and see where we're at. All right, how about some ironstone? Let's do an ironstone gravy boat. This is a classic. This just fits in with any decor there. Look at that, the swoop. It reminds me of like a swan, doesn't it? That just the swoop of the neck. How beautiful is this piece? And you know what's really cool? Let's show up front, up close. It has like a little ribbon tie on there. Look at that. That's like embossed on there. It looks like it's just tied up with a ribbon. And that's going right now. Such a pretty piece. Ranch Hand Finds, congratulations. Thank you. What do we have next? Oh, this is neat, you guys. My husband found this. And at first I was like kind of dismissed him. And then he's like, no, look at this. This is really cool. So, and then I had to agree. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right. I had to give him credit. So this is a framed letter. It is a framed letter from when somebody was talking about their service. So it is the Army of the United States. They're appointed as a second lieutenant in the Corps of Engineers, and this is from 1935. So this is an official letter from 1935 when they were like appointed into the army or whatever their position was. I thought this was so neat, particularly with the 4th of July and the anniversary of our country would make a great piece of decor, or even if you just like old ephemera. So we have it in this frame. Now the wire has come off. That's an easy fix. Just the wire came off a little hook, but you could still hang that up somewhere. You could just fix that. We'll turn it like this so you can actually see it. And then who is it signed by? The adjunct something general. I can barely read that down there. I thought this was such a fun piece of ephemera. And the fact that they framed it and kept it since 1935, you know, must have really meant something. That person's service must have really meant something to that family to frame it and keep it for so many years. Southern Charm, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm running out of space over there. All right, we're going there. Let's see, what do we have next? Oh, we have another vase. This vase is super pretty. Let's see, is this our last item of the day? This is our last item. All right, we have this vase here. Look at this one. The colors on this, and again, another one that's kind of tropical, which always to me is kind of ironic or like a, I can't think of the right word, like a mix, when you have your natural colors, but you have a tropical feel to it. I think that's pretty neat, because normally when you think tropical, you think bright and airy, but for a piece of pottery, this is a pretty bright and airy piece of pottery. Has a good opening there, so you could actually fit a fair amount of florals in there. It is signed by the artist. 7 inches tall, and that's running right now. And Shalom, thank you so much. That is our last piece for today, you guys. I was just taking a look to see what we have coming up next Saturday for you. So next week, we have all our normal talk shows during this week, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I am here every morning at 7. Thank you so much, you guys. But next Saturday, we have our Elegant and Timeless. So we are talking Lenox, classic, whites, crystals. Now you're broke. That's the life of whatnot, right? So bookmark for next Saturday. I will be loading that show up probably around Wednesday this week, but it will be our Elegant and Timeless. And if you like crazy creamers, that show is coming up soon. I found a few more. I have close to 50 crazy creamers. We're talking weird shapes, animals, not the normal. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, and thank you for participating in the chat and for all of your purchases and just being here. I genuinely appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys soon. Let's go see who we can raid. Let's go see, actually, I'm trying to find Be More Thrifty. Let's see Be More Thrifty. I've heard of Be More Thrifty, don't know them very well, so let's go make a new friend. Ducks in the chat when we get there. Let them know we're coming.